Hey Dave, fishing as a little kid, the experience of casting a line onto the water reminded me of my dad saying one cast away and the uncertainty and mystery of always like not knowing what's beneath the water. You mentioned taking in information in a more of a relaxed, chilled environment kind of way instead of a hyper-focused and deeply engaged way. Just yesterday, I happened to stumble upon a live stream called Deep Connections 2019, exploring Atlantic Canyon and seamounts of the United States and Canada expedition on the NOAA ship Okeanos Explorer. I also found some highlight videos and footage and live streams of the EV Nautilus exploring more unknown regions of the ocean floor. You just reminded me of it because it's the perfect kind of winding down activity during the day to watch. You can deeply engage in what they're saying and the statistics and the facts about the life they're seeing, or you can have it on in the background as you're doing something else. It covers both of the extremes really well. I think it's tempting to fall into this pitfall that when we think about scientists doing science, we can sort of limit ourselves to what that experience would actually contain. We don't think about giddy, smart, and enthusiastic biologists and geologists hosting an underwater exploration live stream somewhere on the ocean floor with this cabled mechanical vehicle connected to a surface ship with about 200 or so people watching live of everything that happens. Everyone is seeing new things for the first time, whether they're there watching on the ship, or they're online watching from a computer, or they're the people doing the actual exploring and controlling the camera and zooming in and zooming out. There's this commitment and prioritization of bringing everyone along on the frontier of the newest discoveries, and that's what keeps me glued to the screen, knowing it's just one thing out of everything I could be watching on the internet or somebody could be creating. Like scientists cheering on and seeing the Mola Mola, or talking about the adorable Dumbo octopus, scooping coral and stuff off the ocean floor with a scoop and then letting it fall slowly in what appears to be zero gravity because they're underwater into these buckets that they just open up inside this mechanical device. Using the titanium arm to scrape coral and rocks to test out the different hardness of stuff underwater. Seeing fish fight over food and photobombing squid and jellyfish. The highlight reel is the best, and I'll link it in the doobly-doo as long as their site, where you can look at pictures and highlights and just what they find. There's so much to talk about and make videos about and appreciate. So I'm grateful that they can be about simple ideas like you mentioned after a really hard day's work, or they can be educational or adventurous or really insightful and reflective. I think we've covered a lot of the range of different ways that can happen so far. The Nautilus and Okeanos Explorer live streams, if that's how you say it correctly, remind me that I have so much to learn and that being curious is very deeply rewarding and it matters to me a lot. Frontiers to do interesting work and explore and create and serve are closer to me than I think. It just takes a little digging, you know? Hope you're well, enjoy your Dave, and I'll see you Thursday.